guys, it's Above, and welcome to my breakdown of the Final Shape previews that debuted on several Destiny YouTube channels over the past couple days, including the likes of Datto, Fallout Plays, and Aztecross, among several others. If you aren't aware of what this is, Bungie essentially flew several creators down to their headquarters and gave them early access previews into things like prismatic, exotic armor, and exotic weapons, one of which we'll be touching on in depth today, because I don't think it's getting enough attention right now and could truly become the meta-defining DPS exotic weapon heading into the Final Shape raid on June 7th. But before we dive into any of that, a quick PSA that Pantheon goes away forever in just 4 days' time. So if you haven't acquired your Godslayer titles just yet, my amazing Twitch community is helping me get as many of you your titles as possible, doing Week 4 Pantheon helps all weekend long at twitch.tv/above, so make sure to swing on by the stream for a chance to finish your seal. And speaking of community, there's another game I've been playing on a daily basis for more than 3 years now that is one of the most dedicated communities I've ever seen, and it happens to be the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow Legends. And no, I'm not kidding when I say that I'm max level 100, have collected hundreds of champions, and conquered some of the hardest endgame content that Raid has to offer. There are 13 unique dungeons, faction wars, PvP, clan bosses, 120 floors of Doom Tower challenges, and so much more. Between now and July 8th, if you log in for just 7 days total, you can get the free legendary champion Adeline as part of their new Community Weeks event. So what are you waiting for? Download Raid using my link down in the description below, or scan my QR code to get insane in-game bonuses like the epic champions Tayrell and Rector Drath once you hit level 25. And once you're in-game, use the promo code SPRINGHUNT24 to get even more rewards. Come find me above RSL and join my clan The Beyond so we can become legends together. Thank you to Raid for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to Still Hunt. This is your final warning for spoilers. If for some reason you clicked on the thumbnail of this video and you weren't expecting to receive spoilers, I'm not really sure what to tell you, but this is your absolute final warning because we're going to be covering this exotic sniper rifle right here. We're obviously going off of test builds right now, so obviously nothing's final and things are subject to change. So as you guys can see here, the intrinsic trait Cade's Retribution states that pick up orbs of power or land precision hits to charge this weapon's super bar. Once full, hold reload to press and fire golden gun shots. So this works with not only a 6-shot golden gun, it also works with precision Goldie as well as Celestial Nighthawk as well. This doesn't rely on kills. This simply relies on precision hits, or if you guys are in a fire team doing damage rotations such as planting a well for 3 orbs, shooting Nighthawks, for example. As you can see right here, here's a perfect example of it working with Celestial Nighthawk. Single burst shot, 559,000 damage. Actually ridiculous. Let's go to an encounter like Rolk. All you would have to do is sit here and get 6 precision hits total to charge a Celestial Nighthawk, which means we go into damage and we can instantly pop a golden gun, an actual golden gun, followed by a second weapon golden gun with Still Hunt. That is only, according to these tests, 11% lower than an actual Celestial Nighthawk. When you're running around the arena and you're doing damage, you're shooting a div cage. Now imagine you're shooting a div cage on Rolk and all you have to do is hit 6 precision hits through this long damage phase to gain additional golden guns over and over and over again. Datto does some really nice tests in this video where he tests the damage of the golden gun with and without Radiant, and it actually hits for more with Radiant, similar to how golden gun operates, than it does without Radiant. So it hits for 228,000 there, and then when he shoots here, hits for 183, roughly 25% less. This is a weapon, so not only can it potentially get the 25% Radiant bonus, people are theorizing that because it is a weapon, it may also work with armor charges. Now, I don't have that information right now. Obviously, this will need additional testing when Final Shape actually releases and we get our hands on with this thing. But you could potentially get a 25% damage bonus from Radiant and an additional 22% from armor charges on your boots. Now, I'm not sure if that would exceed the amount of a normal golden gun or not, but the fact that you could do this potentially on a 6 precision hit cooldown on something like a div cage on Rolk, for example, does have me slightly concerned. So right here, before I fire my golden gun, which I'm about to do, instead of firing my super Goldie first, we would fire the Still Hunt Nighthawk before we do anything else. So it ensures that, one, we start working on the timer for the next Nighthawk right away, because there is obviously a progress bar by either shooting crits or picking up orbs. So you would shoot off the weapon golden gun first, and then we would go into this rotation where we pop our Goldie, and we then fire the golden gun. And here, instead of using Lucky Pants, you would obviously just pull out Still Hunt, and you would just shoot a div cage over and over and over and over and over again. So as you can see, 348,874 damage. We'll round up to 350 just so we have an even number for math. If we then take an 11% reduction in that damage, we come up with 311,500 damage, which will come from the Still Hunt sniper rifle. And then we start going and hitting the 90 RPM sniper on the div cage for roughly 20 to 30k a shot. We now get to pop another Nighthawk. That's over 300,000. So now we're well over 1 million total damage in a matter of maybe under 10 seconds of a damage phase. So after you would fire it again, you would then on a hunter dodge reload, but also, because there's been golden guns popped around you and you have a well of radiance, if you use powerful attraction, now you're picking up orbs and instantly making progress towards a 4th Nighthawk, which means we might only need to hit 3 more crits to proc our 4th golden gun in probably under about a 15-second time period, maybe 20 seconds maximum. So we're now hitting a 4th golden gun paired with additional weapon damage. We're now approaching the 1.4 to 1.5 million total damage range, and all we're doing is firing Nighthawks and shooting a sniper at a divinity cage. And that's it. We'll watch a current Lucky Pants rotation. So one of the things that you can do is you pop your golden gun as I just did, and before you shoot it, you go into your inventory and you swap to a Lucky Pants loadout that mirrors your golden gun loadout. So all the same aspects, fragments, everything. And what this does is, because I've already popped my golden gun, as you can see, I already have it out and ready. I'm now on Lucky Pants, which this is a more advanced tactic, but I promise you with a little practice, it's actually quite easy. And we have multiple build videos on this as well. Something you can do is shoot the Goldie now. And because we've already swapped to Lucky Pants, you're instantly ready for a damage rotation. So right here, we go into Warden's Law, I then proc bait and switch, and we empty our GL. So what has me intrigued is the fact that not only can we just shoot infinite Goldies by just shooting a div cage like this, like think about how long of a damage phase this is and how many potential golden guns we would be able to get off in a 30-second phase, especially if you're shooting 2 right away. Now we're going to watch the same damage rotation back, but this time I'm going to showcase kind of where it would change based on where the Still Hunt golden guns would fit in. So here, instead of popping my golden gun, which I'm about to do, I would actually fire the Still Hunt golden gun first because I'm on Celestial Nighthawk, right? So I take full advantage, I get the full Celestial Nighthawk damage, and I've already used the shots that we've pre-charged by just running in the encounter. So then when I go to pop my golden gun, I can do the exact same thing. So I swap to Lucky Pants, I shoot my golden gun, and here I empty my Warden's Law mag. This is starting the bait and switch rotation with either Cataphract, for example, or if you guys use a bait and switch rocket like Apex Predator, it's the same thing. I then tap with my sniper, which in this case would be Still Hunt instead of the Ikelos sniper that I'm using in this clip here. And then you proceed to empty your grenade launcher for an optimal damage phase. So this is where it gets crazy. So right here, I would reload my GL or just not even worry about reloading my GL at all to save time. I could then go back to my Still Hunt sniper. I've already charged 1 shot, and when I dodged, I likely picked up anywhere between 5 and 7 orbs with powerful attraction, I'm probably about halfway back to another golden gun. Now, because we've switched to Lucky Pants, this would be a 3-shot Goldie, but it's still really high burst damage as a 3-shot, right? So what I would do is I would go back to Still Hunt. I'd shoot, you know, the 3 or 4 times, whatever it would require to get another golden gun off. I would fire that and then go back to Lucky Pants one more time, empty the mag. And now that same damage rotation that had 1 golden gun with the Lucky Pants swaps and proccing bait and switch and doing all of those things that we're doing in this clip, which is doing ridiculous damage. We almost one-phase Nez at -20 power. Instead of having 1 Celestial Nighthawk, we now have 2 Celestial Nighthawks and an additional 3rd golden gun, all within the same time period. So your total damage and burst damage is just going to be so much higher, doing exactly what we're already doing, just adding in one little component or change. I do worry to an extent that this is going to be so powerful that it either gets disabled for the day 1 raid. Hopefully it doesn't come out before the day 1 raid, in my personal opinion, because I think it may actually trivialize it. But in conclusion, I think this is going to be insanely strong. I think it may redefine some of the damage metas that we know right now. I know a lot of people have been talking about Lucky Pants and how hot it is. I know a lot of people are really excited about the new Titan exotic that buffs rocket damage, which looks awesome as well. I definitely think this is going to be a mainstay for hunters. I am very excited, but also a bit cautious in terms of what the sandbox could look like. But with that said, it looks like an amazing weapon. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it, and it'll be interesting to see how they balance it, and maybe it is balanced once we get our hands on it. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. A different style one, but I hope you guys enjoyed this more conversational style video, giving you my thoughts on the exciting stuff coming next week in Final Shape. So one last note is that we will be doing Pantheon -20 week 4 helps to help you guys finish your Godslayer titles. So if you guys haven't had the chance to finish your Godslayers just yet, make sure you swing on twitch.tv/above. We'll be doing helps all weekend long, like 16 hours on Sunday. So come through, try and get your help, and we'll see you guys in the Final Shape. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love y'all, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.